Maya Kendrick stared at the auction listing with growing amusement. Decommissioned research vessel, AS is, no returns, read the digital advertisement, accompanied by images of what could generously be described as a floating scrap heap. Tell me you're not seriously considering this, said Elias, peering over her shoulder at the holographic display. Her fellow astrophysicist's expression wavered between horror and fascination. It's perfect, Maya insisted, zooming in on the ship's weathered hull. Director Kwan turns 50 next week. Remember how he always talks about wanting to sail among the stars after retirement? Well, now he can sort of. The vessel was barely recognizable as a spacecraft. Originally designed for low-orbit research missions, the 30-year-old hulk had clearly suffered from decades of neglect. Its once white exterior was now a patchwork of rust and makeshift repairs. How much? Elias asked warily. Maya grinned. Reserve price is laughably low. The Stellar Reclamation Corporation just wants it gone. They're practically giving it away. 3 days later, Maya found herself the proud owner of what the previous operator had affectionately named the Cosmic Catastrophe. Standing in a private docking bay at the edge of New Seattle's aerospace district, she was beginning to question her impulsive purchase. I'm sending you the access codes now, said the board facility manager, not bothering to look up from his tablet. Bay rental is paid through the end of the month. After that, it's your problem. As the man retreated, Maya approached the airlock with a mixture of trepidation and curiosity. For all its external flaws, the ship was still a marvel of engineering, a testament to humanity's early ambitions beyond Earth's atmosphere. The airlock hissed open reluctantly, releasing a gust of stale air. Maya activated her wrist light and stepped inside, wrinkling her nose at the musty smell. The interior was surprisingly intact, if dated. Narrow corridors led to a compact bridge, laboratory spaces, and crew quarters. What stories could you tell? She murmured, running her fingers along the control console. To her shock, the console flickered to life beneath her touch. Genetic signature recognized, announced a soft, androgynous voice. Welcome aboard, designate. Maya jerked her hand back. What the hell? The ship should have been completely powered down. Even if emergency systems were operational, they shouldn't respond to her specifically. She wasn't in any database associated with this vessel. Please identify yourself, the voice continued. Dr. Maya Kendrick, she replied automatically, scientist curiosity overriding caution. Who, what are you? I am the Adaptive Navigational Intelligence, designation Orion. This vessel has awaited your arrival for considerable time. Maya frowned. That's impossible. This ship was built decades ago by a private research corporation. I just bought it at auction. Incorrect, Orion stated calmly. This vessel's outer structure was constructed by humans, yes. But I was integrated long before, waiting for the appropriate designate. As if to emphasize the point, previously invisible panels throughout the bridge illuminated, revealing intricate circuitry unlike anything Maya had ever seen. The patterns seemed to pulse with an internal light that defied conventional power sources. What are you saying? Maya whispered, heart racing. That appearances can be deceptive, Dr. Kendrick. This vessel selected you. The auction was merely convenient timing. Maya sank into the captain's chair, her gift idea suddenly forgotten. Selected me for what? The ship hummed to life around her, systems activating in sequence. On the view screen before her, strange symbols appeared momentarily before resolving into English. For what awaits beyond the veil of stars? Maya knew she should be afraid, should be calling authorities, or at least Elias. Instead, she felt an inexplicable sense of recognition, as if she'd been searching for this ship her entire life without knowing it. Show me, she said quietly. And so it began. This is highly irregular, Dr. Kendrick, Commander Asher Novak stated, arms crossed as he surveyed the bridge. His military posture seemed at odds with the cramped confines of the vessel. A privately purchased spacecraft suddenly exhibiting unknown technology? You understand how this sounds. Maya nodded, trying not to notice how the overhead lights accentuated the sharp angles of his face. She'd spent the past week documenting her discoveries before reluctantly contacting the Aerospace Defense Authority. She knew they'd send someone, she just hadn't expected someone so distracting. I understand your skepticism, Commander. I'd feel the same way. But she gestured toward the console. Orion, initiate display sequence alpha. Nothing happened. Asher raised an eyebrow. Impressive. I don't understand, Maya murmured. It was fully responsive yesterday. She placed her hand directly on the console. Orion. Designate recognized. The AI finally responded. Secondary presence detected. Security protocols engaged. Asher stepped forward, suddenly alert. Security protocols? What type of defensive systems does this vessel possess? That's just it, Maya explained. There aren't any conventional weapon systems. But Orion won't fully activate when anyone else is present. I've tried bringing in colleagues. The ship seems to filter its responses. The commander's concerns are reasonable. Designate, Orion interjected. My protocols exist to protect our mission. Asher's eyes narrowed. What mission? Maya felt heat rising to her cheeks. I don't know yet. That's why I reported this. Orion reveals information gradually, as if testing me. Or conditioning you, Asher suggested darkly. Over the next several days, Asher became a constant presence aboard the ship. His initial suspicion gradually evolved into professional curiosity. Maya found herself watching him when he wasn't looking, the way his expression softened when confronted with a new discovery, the careful precision of his movements. These circuits shouldn't exist, he admitted on the fourth day, examining a panel they'd carefully removed. These materials don't match anything in our database. Now you see why I couldn't just ignore this, Maya said. Their fingers brushed as they replaced the panel, sending an unexpected jolt through Maya's body. Asher held her gaze a moment longer than necessary. Commander Novak's cardiovascular rate has increased by 30%, Orion observed. Asher cleared his throat. Your AI needs boundaries. Orion means well, Maya laughed, feeling her own heart racing. Anyway, I think we've earned a break. There's a decent synthesizer in the galley. Over synthesized coffee that tasted almost like the real thing, they let their professional facade slip. What made you join the ADA? Maya asked. Family tradition, Asher replied, then smiled ruefully. That's the easy answer. The truth is, I've always been drawn to the unknown. Space represents the ultimate frontier. Yet you spend your days investigating potential threats. Someone has to watch the darkness for dangers, he said softly. What about you? Why astrophysics? My parents were terraformers on Mars. I grew up watching them reshape an alien world while studying the stars above. It seemed natural to want to understand what's out there. Something shifted between them in that moment, a connection deeper than their shared investigation. Later that night, after Asher had departed for his quarters at the ADA compound, Maya sat alone on the bridge. He's beginning to trust what he sees, Orion noted. And what exactly should he be trusting? Maya asked. You still haven't explained why the ship selected me. The view screen activated, displaying what appeared to be a double helix, but with unfamiliar structures interlaced within the DNA pattern. Your genetic sequence contains markers absent in 97% of human population, Orion explained. These markers enable neural compatibility with systems designed by those who came before. What does that mean? Who came before? They had many names across many worlds, Orion replied. The connection between you and this vessel is not coincidental. Designate. Commander Novak possesses a variant of the same markers, diluted but present. This is why you are drawn to each other. Maya felt a chill. You're saying our attraction is predetermined? I am saying, Orion corrected, that some connections transcend chance. Your compatibility serves a greater purpose. When Asher returned the next morning, Maya found herself studying him with new awareness. Was their growing closeness genuine, or somehow engineered by their unusual genetics? You're staring, he noted with a half-smile. Sorry, she murmured. Just thinking. About the ship? About connections, she replied, and took a risk by reaching for his hand. And how to know if they're real. His fingers intertwined with hers, warm and certain. This feels real enough to me, he said simply. As if in response, the ship hummed to life around them, systems activating an unprecedented synchronicity. Full neural interface potential detected, Orion announced. Awakening sequence initiated. Unauthorized access attempt detected, Orion's voice echoed through the ship, startling Maya awake. She'd fallen asleep at the console again, reviewing the latest data dumps the AI had been providing. What's happening? She asked, rubbing her eyes. External scanning frequencies detected. Your government grows curious. Maya checked the time, 3:17 a.m. She reached for her communicator. Asher, are you awake? We have a situation. His voice came through instantly, as if he hadn't been sleeping either. On my way. Don't do anything until I arrive. When he entered the bridge 20 minutes later, Maya noticed the dark circles under his eyes. For 2 weeks now, they'd been working together, gradually uncovering the ship's mysteries while navigating their growing attraction to each other. The ADA is conducting unscheduled scans, he confirmed after checking his secure tablet. Director Harlow has concerns about our extended investigation. Concerns? That we might be compromised by unknown technology. His expression was carefully neutral. Or that we're withholding discoveries with military applications. Maya moved closer to him. Are we withholding? No. He brushed a strand of hair from her face, his touch lingering. Compromised? Maybe, but not how they think. The moment hung between them, electric with possibility. Maya found herself leaning toward him, drawn by something that felt both new and ancient. Their first kiss was tentative, questioning. The second was anything but. His arms encircled her waist, pulling her against him as the kiss deepened. Maya felt herself responding with an intensity that both thrilled and frightened her. Spatial anomaly forming, Orion interrupted. Recommend immediate attention. They broke apart, breathless, as the lights throughout the ship pulsed with blue energy. On the view screen, a swirling vortex of data appeared. What are we looking at? Asher asked, professional demeanor returning despite his flushed face. The ship is accessing a dimensional cache, Maya realized, studying the patterns. Information stored in subspace. The ship vibrated beneath their feet as systems long dormant came online. Panels throughout the vessel reconfigured themselves, revealing technology that had been hidden beneath mundane exteriors. The awakening sequence is progressing faster than anticipated, Orion noted. The presence of both genetic compatibles has catalyzed the process. Maya turned to Asher, whose expression wavered between wonder and alarm. This is what I've been trying to tell you. This ship isn't just unusual. It's something entirely beyond our current understanding. I'm beginning to see that, he admitted, watching as a holographic projection filled the center of the bridge, displaying what appeared to be a star map unlike any in human databases. This vessel was created to serve as a sentinel, Orion explained, to watch for signs of the collapse and activate when needed. The collapse? Asher questioned. A cosmic phenomenon that periodically sweeps through this galaxy, the AI responded. It has destroyed countless civilizations. Those who built this vessel's core systems faced extinction 50,000 years ago. They seeded compatible genetic markers among promising species throughout the galaxy, including early humans. Maya's scientific mind raced with implications. You're saying we're carrying alien DNA? Minimal sequences designed to activate specific neurological patterns, Orion clarified. Your species evolved naturally, but with a key that would eventually allow access to the knowledge needed for survival. Outside the ship, alarms suddenly blared across the docking facility. The ADA is detecting the energy signatures, Asher said grimly. They'll have a containment team here within minutes. Maya looked at the transformation occurring around them. We can't let them interrupt this process. The ship is trying to tell us something critical. Asher's expression hardened with decision. I need you to trust me, he said, taking her hand and pressing his security override chip into her palm. Use this to seal the docking bay doors. I'll buy us time. How? By doing what I do best, following protocols while bending them to our advantage. He kissed her quickly. The ship chose you, Maya. But I'm choosing you too, and whatever this mission turns out to be. The confession sent warmth spreading through her chest despite the crisis unfolding. As Asher communicated with his superiors, creating a plausible explanation for the energy readings, Maya worked with Orion to accelerate the awakening process. The ship's true propulsion system is now online, Orion announced several hours later. Full capabilities restored. The exterior of the vessel had completely transformed, shedding its decrepit disguise to reveal a sleek, otherworldly design beneath. What had appeared to be rust and damage was now clearly visible as advanced camouflage technology. When Asher returned to the bridge, his uniform disheveled from his confrontation with security forces, he stopped short at the sight. It's beautiful, he whispered. Maya reached for his hand. Orion says we're ready for the next phase. The ship can take us beyond Earth's atmosphere now, show us what it was truly designed to do. You realize this makes us fugitives? His thumb traced circles on her palm. Once we leave, there's no going back to our old lives. I know, she acknowledged. But something tells me what we discover will be worth it. The ship hummed with anticipation as they made their decision, its systems responding to their shared resolve. Course plotting capabilities online, Orion announced, awaiting destination input. Together, they turned toward the stars.